Okay, finished the movie, got through the 90 minutes of the Wyoming BDR premiere at Frontline Eurosports in Salem, Virginia. It looks like a great route. It looks really fantastic, sort of reminiscent of Utah in the sense that there's lots of rocks, lots of sandy areas, but also I guess a little bit of Colorado too, because there's a ton of alpine type stuff and mountains and high passes, things like that. So I'm excited for that. Great views, awesome little small towns that you're passing through all along the way. Very historic stuff, you know, late 1800s, early 1900s, mining towns, things like that. So awesome all the way through. The crew this time was really fantastic, which was also fun. Jocelyn was back, obviously Tim and Paul were back. So lots of standard guys on there. Sterling did the shoots again. Great video. Highly recommend a chance you get to take a look at it. Now, when it comes to our trip, this is going to be our issue. They went through a lot of the expert sections. The initial expert section, which is in section 1 of the BDR, is a steep and very rocky, sharp rock climb, and I'm gonna have a fight. I know I'm gonna have a fight with Kevin and Joe about whether or not we can do that expert section. The following expert section is a deep water crossing. Doesn't look outrageously difficult, but still something I'm sure that they're going to want to do that I would just as easily bypass. We are the yin and the yang of motorcycle trips as we're doing this, because I don't desire the notion that I have to accomplish the expert sections. They absolutely feel as though we've wasted our time if we don't do the hardest portions of it. So we'll be getting into it. I will probably lose that fight the same way that I did in Utah. We will try to be prepared properly so that we don't go catastrophic or almost kill ourselves by dehydration or lack of food and the like. So we'll get there. But it looks like a workable route all the way through. We can definitely do this. We'll have to figure out a way to get the bikes out there, because they did 8 days with some really top-notch riders to do it. We, I think, are planning somewhere between 10 and 12 days to actually get the route done, and then some extra days on the front and back end, obviously, to get out there and to get home. But yeah, it looks really good. It looks like you could camp the entire way. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think, to find great campgrounds where you can do, I'm thinking kind of KOA, where you can do, showers and a nice meal, and then you've got an ice cream social and a pool and stuff like that. And I don't think you're going to run into those out there. So it's going to be a little bit more Spartan than I would probably prefer for campgrounds, but I think that's going to be good. And we'll probably have to do a lot more cooking campsite as opposed to getting extra stuff at the campsite and such. We also had an opportunity to go around Frontline, look at a bunch of the BMWs and the Triumphs up there. Those BMW bikes are awesome. Those 1250s are just fantastic. I mean, $26,000, $27,000, but they look pretty cool. Looked at some new climb gear while I was there. Overcoat type stuff, to keep the rain off. I'm going to be traveling in armor this year as opposed to adventure gear. So that's going to be a change. I'm going to have to deal with weather and the cold in the morning and any sort of wet that we run into, because I won't be Gore-Tex covered all the way through. I am hoping to be a lot cooler through the entire route, but that's something we'll get to as well. So we'll see how that goes. Dan, as a non-rider, did you enjoy the movie? Did you have fun watching?
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Thought it was good?
It's very interesting.
Thought some of these people were a little crazy for doing what they're doing?
Yes.
Going too fast?
Much so.
Okay.
I don't want to fall down on my motorcycle.
I get it. That makes sense. And there was a lot of falling down in this one. In sand, some on the rocks, some pretty hard. One guy, I don't want to give anything away, but one guy got busted up pretty bad. Had to get taken off the route. So it's definitely no joke. So I think some of these expert sections probably would have to hit and miss depending on where exactly you feel, especially getting later in the day, especially getting later in the trip. As fatigue starts setting in, maybe think about it a little bit more, but we are going to continue to plow ahead, And if you stay tuned to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, because we're going to continue doing the Chronicles of planning, gear that's going along with, changes that we're going to make, lessons that we've learned in the previous ones, how we're going to do the camera stuff and film everything, and yada, 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 all the way down, pack out, that type of stuff. But pay attention, because it's all coming. So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. If you have any suggestions, ideas for how I can better achieve this route without dying or catastrophically ruining the bike, definitely let me know. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you probably in a couple of weeks.